Alrighty folks, welcome to my live stream. We are doing part 3 to the adventures of Dr. Moose. This character is my third in the DC universe. See, not very high level. I mean, I just got to level 15, a hero. One is actually going to try and be a healer. I've never played a healer before, never played a meta before. And my combat rating is only 11 right now. I'm still working my way up there, slowly but surely. Don't have a whole lot in my inventory, although I spent maybe $4 or $5 to expand my inventory and my shared bank space. Otherwise, I am a free-to-play player, so you're not going to find any advantages from me over anybody else that just downloads this game and decides to play it. The game is DC Universe Online. It is free to play. Our objective here is to speak with Dr. Sarah Charles at Little Bohemia Police Station. As you can see, it's my main mission here. I'm going to switch the tracking over.
Oracle here. Great news. All your good work has made a difference.
So
you are invited to the Watchtower. The Justice League officially invites you up to our satellite HQ.
Yeah, we're not going to do that right now.
Get to the nearest teleporter, and I'll show you around.
That's our next mission, some other time. Right now we're going to do Protect and Serve, so as soon as I hit track here, listen in, and that's going to be the storyline. We're going to follow this until we're done with Sarah Charles.
Ready for more action? A situation is rapidly spiraling out of control in Little Bohemia. Speak to Dr. Sarah Charles at the 5th Precinct.
And that's where we're at now. So let's talk to Sarah. Do what we need to do.
Patients are rioting all over the Meta Wing at Metropolis General Hospital. LexCorp is trying to keep Metro PD from the scene, so something big is up. Superman wants you to handle it. You'll need this metahuman encasement device for as long as it lasts.
We complete this one.
This is Superman. Lex Luthor sponsored a special Meta Wing at Metropolis General Hospital. Everything points to it being a cover for illegal experiments. Help the escaping patients as much as you can. And then we'll get to the bottom of this.
Metropolis. That means just exit the police station, since the police station is in the Metropolis. Easy peasy for those of you who are new to the game. Or experienced in this game, I'd appreciate any tips or comments that you have to add. I am a new player. Don't really know what I'm doing. I am learning. I'm also a slow learner, so if you have any tips, I really appreciate it. So I'm going to hit on my keyboard the F button. That's going to start my flight mode. So that's my mode of transportation. We need to go to the Metropolis General Hospital. And the first thing I usually look for is the yellow exclamation mark on my map. That's going to be a side quest, usually, area that I'm going to be working in. See the area, the red.
These poor people are a threat to themselves and anyone else until we discover what Lex did to them. Use Star Labs' special containment sphere to take them to safety.
The escaping patients have managed to take some of their records with them. We can't let LexCorp take and use that information against them. Please bring them to me. I'll make sure they're stored safely at Star Labs.
We need to collect the illegal patient data, human patient data for Dr. Dotson. So you'll see that objective up here on the right side. This metahuman escapee.
Some of LexCorp's goons are using genetic transcoders to monitor metahuman patients. Help us! Confiscate that equipment!
Defeat the soldiers and confiscate their transcoders. Mostly pretty easy, just look for the little items with something over their head like this patient. Grab it. There's gonna be an arrow that's gonna appear, so you'll know which direction you need to take it. The arrow is red, so I'm a little distance away. I'm gonna get attacked the whole way there. You'll see a little timer there around the oval, indicating how much time I have to get back. I'm just gonna ignore these for now. Until I get a couple of these turned in. And then we'll mix them out. There we go. It's been a minute since I played this one, so my abilities I'm still not quite used to them. Oh yeah. I need my robot. My assistant. He'll help me with my DPS, since I'm not playing as a healer right now. Looks like somebody else is also working on the same objective, which is kind of helpful, but it's a little bit easier in some respects because of competition trying to get to these boxes and enemies curbing you. There we go. Anytime you see one of these little green circles.
Stop yelling in my head!
I was a little busy over here. Excuse me. There we go.
Chief Researchers Journal. One of our most valuable samples. It really speaks to me.
And you'll be able to find all of those if you just spend a little bit of time looking around.
You have to do the experiment.
It'll be easy to find all of the objectives. Apparently there's one or two or three outside of the quest around the surrounding blocks. There we go. Leveled up again. No. Just keep your eyes open for those things.
We found stray patients all over the area. There's bound to be more.
Get on me.
If I remember correctly, I need a few of those suitcases, so I'm gonna collect a bunch of those right now. Yeah, it's 4 of 10. 5 of 10.
Put me through.
Let's help those patients here. Security personnel. That'll be an ongoing. Take him in. Pretty easy, self-explanatory. Most of these are really quick. Then you can move on to the next area. This one I still need to confiscate 10 more transcoders.
Run for your life! Oh, Doctor! It was you who experimented on me.
We're people too.
And let me in chase. Ignore them. That was 12.
Back off.
Oops. Oh, too late.
It was you who experimented
You can
on me.
attack the same person as another player, from what I understand, and you'll both get experience, as long as each of you has done some damage to it.
I'll make you pay for the experiments you did on me.
most of the enemies require more than one hit. Unless you're overpowered. Get back to an area. Okay. I think let's fly up a little bit. Find out if we got all of our objectives here. Complete that.
LexCorp implanted tracking devices in all of their metahuman experiment subjects. The monitoring station is on the hospital roof. Get up there and overload the station so these people can escape.
And we'll look for the little green circles while I'm flying around here. Just in case there's one on this side I missed. So they're usually within a block or two. Remaining ones are probably indoors. And you can always find the rest if you're really desperate to get all of the completion. Look it up online. Google is your friend.
You!
Deactivate signal jammer.
Go ahead,
Exclamation mark over there. I haven't gotten to yet. Go there first. He's probably going to send us to do a similar job or get credit for killing.
Do you have time to help me? LexCorp's gladiator suits are running off a highly unstable power cell. We believe it's based on stolen Star Labs research.
Very gladiators that are up
Western
here
communications disrupted.
protecting those.
Eastern towers before those nutcase papers. Reporting from the Western Post. Everything is secure. You little punk!
I like the call. Buddy. Come on. I'm a little busy here. That little device I planted, if I'm in DPS mode, it's going to do a little bit of damage to every enemy around me. If I'm in healing mode, it'll heal me and allies that are near me for a certain amount. I could be wrong, but I read the directions correctly. Description.
Without that monitoring station, Lex will have to track down those patients one by one.
Yes,
Show his troops they have more to worry about right
there's
now.
another green tank.
Like facing us.
Chief Researchers General, this heart is a telltale example of our profound work.
Need to kill a few more of those gladiators. I think we'll find them around here. Yeah.
This is Communications Disruptor Post West. Contacting East. Do you copy?
We also need to destroy vehicles. Find a couple of those to destroy here. There we go. I'll just use my swords to knock them out. Surprised that they don't invite me to join a group of theirs. Yeah, here's the gladiator again. Here and try to get another gladiator. 2 more gladiators, more assault vehicles, more cells. Back over here where I know there was a vehicle. Or I could always just look at my map. Get a little white dot over here. Red dots up there. There's gladiator. Need 2 more vehicles. Vehicles are going to be the ones that are going to be hard for me to find, I think. Looking for the white dots. Maybe they're down here on the other side of the building.
Go ahead, Pop.
I'm guessing population of other heroes around here is what's making it difficult to find them. Those little blue things.
This is Lois Lane for Daily Planet Live.
Grab those.
Lex Luthor announced today that the new metahuman medical wing at the Metropolis General Hospital, which is entirely funded by LexCorp, will also be entirely staffed by LexCorp as well. Despite the protests of numerous human rights groups, the wing currently remains open to metahumans seeking treatment for what Luthor terms their unique needs.
So it appears that the vehicles are going to appear as white dots. Here's another one.
It's go time. You little punk!
How dare you attack me? Yeah, I believe that's it for here.
You little punk!
Elevate and see what our next job is.
This is Lex Luthor. You just disrupted research that would have helped countless human beings. You've clearly chosen to follow that alien Superman rather than advance humanity. Don't expect mercy.
Fancy.
Luthor out.
Sorry about that. Oracle is blocking any more transmissions from Lex's unique point of view. For now, join Supergirl inside. Help the metas and arrest whoever's in charge so they can stand trial for these crimes.
Help! Help!
There are people trapped in tubes inside the hospital. Metas, but still people. They're being processed in tubes so they can be used for their energy. I work for LexCorp, but I'm human too.
Free the metahuman trapped in the tubes. Anytime you see one of those, always get it because you'll get the source marks for it.
You! You want some of this?
Holding on to that other power. And number 6 just because I know I'm going to need it for one of these boss battles.
Make my day.
I'm going to come back around this side, take out these guys. Sometimes there's a special reward
Dr. Cisco
for
journal
cleaning up
entry.
everything.
Meta Research Project, Day 4. Lex has offered to create a metahuman wing to cure metahuman ailments, and they went for it both line and
Where did he go?
Chief Researcher's Journal. Always wear insulated gloves when handling cryotechnic samples.
There's usually a crate like that. Always look for it. One more hallucinating meta I need to destroy here, and might be bugged out. Oh no! Did I miss one?
Dr. Cisco journal entry. Meta Research Project, Day 4. Lex has offered to create a metahuman.
Yep. If all else fails, backtrack.
So you found my metahuman experiments. What else can you find? Let's see how well you do with a little game of hide and seek.
Okay. Dr. Psycho was not much of a challenge on one of my guys, but the other one of my guys, he was a bit of a challenge, so we'll see how it goes.
See you! Nicely done. But we've only just begun. See you soon.
Oh, that wasn't too bad. Gotta follow.
Go ahead, punk. Back off.
Destroy these things. Fight Psycho again.
Sometimes I think there just isn't enough of me to go around. Time to change that. How about a little more me?
More of you? Oh no, don't be more of you.
Off goes the weasel. It's been a real blast. I'm so happy I could burst. Sorry to burst your bubble.
That wasn't too bad. Pop one of these, get healed up. Could have done that during the battle, but yeah. Looking for glowies, looking for any glowies. Nope. Back up. Upstairs. There was a big thing coming here to destroy you. Separated sample. Oh, little Joey.
Chief Researcher's Journal. These vines are growing so rapidly, I'm worried about the container's integrity.
Dr. Cisco Journal Entry Meta Research Project, Day 8. Dr. Cisco Journal Entry, Meta Research Project.
You have no idea what it's like to be me. What gives you the right? You think you can stand in judgment over me? Time for you to walk a mile in my shoes.
One day, all these heroes will be my slaves. Today, their mere image will be your death.
You need to learn some manners.
You're gonna feel this.
Oh, goody! Someone to hit. Oh my god, you're so annoying!
Oh, pop my special.
There she blows! Fire in the hole! Pop goes the weasel.
That was a little easier than expected. Let's get this first.
Chief Researcher's Journal. It's not as dangerous when separated from its owner.
Okay. Which way did you go? Let's plant a...
It's been a real blast. I'm so happy I did first.
Time to get to high-power weaponry. Number 6, high ability. And here, and down. What we got? Shirt, shoulders. Go for the shoulders. It's 15 higher than what I got. Pretty higher. 4, 7, 8. Oh, no, not collected yet, so it. On 2. Alright, let's stop the cuffs on this guy. Call it good.
How can you resist my illusions?
Now we need to rescue Supergirl. Yeah, I think that's when we get this other cuts. For Psycho. Downstairs. What am I thinking? Been a little lost in some of these maps. Usually my sense of direction is pretty good. And something. There we go.
Thank you. Dr. Psycho weakened me with kryptonite and stuck me in this red sunlight cage. I think he even took some of my blood. I have to go talk to Superman. Thanks again. Maybe we can talk when I don't feel so sick.
Want to see the world through my eyes? It's easy. Just picture everything you want and can't have, and multiply that 10,000 times. Everyone laughing at you, pushing you aside, unless you take the power for yourself, and make them give you what you want. Luthor knows. Soon they'll all know. And when I get what I want, I'll be the only one laughing.
That's it. Leave the middle wing. Return to Sarah. There will be with our next mission.
Hey, I'm Bizarro! Bizarro #1! You and Bizarro!
All right, Sarah, what do you got for me now?
Star Labs and Metropolis thank you for stepping in at Metro General. As long as Lex Luthor is hurting and exploiting people for his own gain, we will always need heroes like you.
Complete.
Commissioner Gordon needs your help in Gotham. Meet him at the East End Police Station.
Well, that is it for Dr. Sarah Charles. Next, we're going to go and talk to Commissioner Gordon at the East End Police Station. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this little ride. If you ever have problems with a quest, a mission, a storyline, drop me a line, a like, comment. If you have any advice, let me know. Like I said, I'm new to this game. This has been part 4 of the Adventures of Dr. Moose. Dr. Moose is my first character that's going to be a healer. Once I get her up to a high enough level and start gearing her up, probably once I hit level 30 and year 1, I'll probably start gearing up for tank. For a healer. Tank is my my other character. But thanks for joining, and you all keep having an awesome day. Being awesome.